Hello, Amber Vilhauer here, your online business development expert, and during today's 4-minute fast track video, we have a question from a member of the NG No Guts, No Glory community, Kaylin Huntress.
Amber Vilhauer, this is Kaylin Huntress in Wellington, New Zealand, and I've got a question for one of your 4-minute fast track videos. I want to know, what are your power questions that you ask to potential clients? When you're having an intake conversation and you're trying to find out what their needs are and what's going to position you best as the solution to their needs, what are the questions that you ask someone to get them positioned best to purchase your services? I look forward to your answer. Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you so much for your question, Kaylin, and actually, I hope to not disappoint with my answer because I actually don't have any questions that I ask every single prospect that I speak to. I take a much more natural approach to my sales calls, and let me just walk you through some of my logic in terms of the sales process. First of all, probably like many people who are attracted to me and have watched my work, I don't really love the idea of hard pressure sales. In fact, it totally freaks me out, makes me feel creepy. I am somebody who is a very soft, like low pressure salesperson. So knowing that about myself, knowing that I don't like to manipulate people and push them into a corner and ask them scary, tough questions, I think that a lot of times you have to know yourself to then figure out how to position yourself the best so that you are making sales no matter who you are, what you feel like inside, right? For me, when I first started out, I had people come to my website. They learned that we offered website development as a service. I would invite them to a 60-minute call with me where I would get to know them, tell them about the website development process, let them know our pricing, payment plan options, and see if they wanted to move forward. 60 minutes per call. That was very, very time consuming, and it was really unpredictable. People would come in and sometimes they would be really shocked by our prices. Sometimes people would think, wow, it's a steal working with you. I just found that my results were inconsistent and my closing ratio was inconsistent as well. It was a very time consuming process, and I found myself repeating myself over and over and over again, and I thought there has to be a better way. So then I developed years ago my first version of a service menu that basically was a document that I created outlining the website development process and showcasing our pricing and payment plan options. I also added some testimonials at the very end as social proof to make my prospect feel more comfortable in making a buying decision. So people would contact me asking for a call. I would share my service menu with them and then invite them to a 30-minute call. What I found is that my conversion ratio definitely went up. My comfort level was up, I wasn't repeating myself as much, and I was saving a lot of time having a 30-minute call compared to a 60-minute call. But I still felt like there was fine-tuning that could be made. So then I went next level. The next level was I set up my website to be a better kind of first impression and a better door greeter and salesperson for me to make my job even easier and more comfortable. What I mean is that when people come to my website, there's a video on the homepage. I call it a door greeter video. And on that video, I welcome you in, I tell you who I am, what I do, who I do it for, how I do it, and then I invite you to take a next step, which is either to download our service menu, which I still have today, it's just been revised and more efficient, better for conversion, or I'll invite you into one of our services pages where you can learn more about whatever service it is that you're looking for help with. Now, let's say that you're looking for website development services. You'd click to our website page where then you'd see another video from me. During this video, I talk to you about how we've built more than 500 websites over the past decade, that we use WordPress. Here's the process. We'd have a call. From there, I'd send you the onboarding next steps. We'd have a design call. I'm very thorough and specific. And at the end of that video, I invite them to download our service menu. Once somebody has downloaded our service menu, I actually have an autoresponder series set up that follows up with them and continues to invite them to a call with me if they feel like I'm a fit to help with their project. That service menu is robust and detailed. It has portfolio options so that they can see our quality design level. Definitely still explains the website development process, our pricing, our payment plan options, has those testimonials. So it's a really great process for people to go through. By that stage, they've gotten to know me through the videos. They fully understand the full process that I take somebody through. They've seen design examples. They know our pricing. They know our payment plan options. So then when they click to schedule a call with me, that 30-minute call is so much easier and more fun than it used to be. Honestly, I just kind of show up and use it as an opportunity to get to know the person coming in. Usually they come in and say, I feel like I already know you so well. I've seen your videos, you're great, or whatever. And that's awesome. I want them to feel like they've already spent hours with me up to this point. And really, in truth, I've just connected with them for the first time. Then usually what I do, Kaylin, is I have them just tell me. So tell me, I'm here for you. Tell me more about yourself and your history and your project that you're looking for support with. And I let them talk. Usually they'll talk for the next 15 minutes, telling me their backstory, telling me their needs with, what their experience has been with past developers, what they're looking for. And by this point, remember, they already know most of the details about me. So they're probably just looking for reassurance, validation that I'm the right fit. We're building up a relationship and I'm answering any questions that they have. So that really takes the pressure off of me. And while they're telling me their story, I'm just paying attention. That's all I'm doing. I'm listening to keywords. So for example, if somebody's telling me that they had a really tough time with past hires, people that were unreliable, that started the work and never completed it, that took their money and ran, then I know that that's a trigger for them. And when it's my turn to speak, I'm going to respond. I'm so sorry that that was your experience. I'm happy to try to show you that there are really good, reliable, hardworking people in the world again. And gosh, I just can't believe that I would never do that to somebody. I'm so sorry that was your experience. So I feel like offering a level of empathy and compassion bridges, it makes a connection, it builds our relationship. So I feel like a lot of what I'm doing on that call, Kaylin, is honestly just building rapport. I'm building a relationship with that person. I'm building trust and likability, because remember, people buy from those that they know, like, and trust. In fact, people are willing to spend much, much more working with somebody that they trust as compared to somebody cheaper that they're unsure about, right? So just kind of, use that as an opportunity to get to know your prospect on a more intimate level. And if you feel like that person isn't just outright with their emotions, their background, or what they're looking for, ask them some specific questions like, so tell me, how did you get started with this to begin with? Why did you choose this message? Anytime that you bring somebody back to their why, their purpose for doing something, they light up. They can't stop talking. It's just, you can't help it. Like for me, my purpose is to help people get their message out to the world. And every time I think about that, it's exciting. It lights me up, right? You can even see it in my expression. Same thing with your prospects. So now, if you have set yourself up for success by educating your prospect before they even get on a phone conversation with you, then you spend that phone conversation just really getting to know them, who they are, what makes them tick, what they're looking for, and you're really listening to those keywords that then you can sort of echo back to them. When it comes to your turn, you're really just going through and explaining how you can help them. I don't have any snazzy like sales lingo or closing process or buy questions, nothing like that. I just say, okay, great. Thank you so much for sharing. Well, here's the process, what we would go through. How do you feel about that? What questions come up for you? And then I put the ball back in their court. You can almost imagine it like a game of tennis. I just bat that ball back in their court and let them come up with the answers on their own. If you don't feel like it's obvious that you want to work with me, then we're probably not a fit. And you know what? That's okay. But I'm only assuming that we're a fit because you know so much about me in the process already up to the point of this call. So I'm feeling much more confident and relaxed on this call, and I'm just here to simply get to know you and answer your questions. And Kaylin, as a result of this process that I've just described to you, my closing ratio is somewhere between 80 and 90%. That means that every time I get on a phone with a prospect, my confidence is just there and I don't have to feel pressure, and I just know that they're just seeking that validation so that we can move forward together. And the last thing that I'll say is that something that's really helped me, whether I'm on a webinar or I'm doing a sales call like this, is I am just extremely thorough. I'm somebody that tries to look at the 360 degrees around a situation, and I'm trying to think through all of the questions and concerns that might be coming up for my prospect by the time they get to a call with me. If I've really thought through from all angles what they must be feeling like, what they're thinking, knowing the other conversations that they've had with competitors, even though I don't like that word, if I have a real sense of who my target audience is and who they are coming into this call, I can be really thorough to make sure that I'm covering all of the bases of their concerns, any questions that they might have during that part where I'm just explaining what my process is. That way, by the time I'm done, they have no other questions. We've built a relationship. They have confidence. They trust and like me. So usually they say, okay, great, let's do it. Let's move forward. Send me the onboarding next steps. And I say, okay, great. I'm not going to let you down. And I always say that because number one, I want to offer that last little bit of validation and confidence to them that I'm going to work hard not to let you down. And the other thing is because I'm really not going to let them down, because I've been in business. I've built my reputation based on not letting anybody down, having that consistency, the reliability, the great communication, the great organization. So I feel like if you have the confidence in your service or in your product or membership site or whatever it is that you're offering, you simply just need to transfer that enthusiasm and confidence in a natural way. It's what's natural to you over to your prospect, and then let the cards fall where they may. Not everybody is a candidate to work with you, but that's okay. So just put yourself out there, showcase your value up front, and the right people will be attracted in. I hope you found this valuable, and if you did, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get notified when future videos like this become available, and also be sure to head over to my website at ngngenterprises.com. You can download our service menu and go through the process for yourself and see what it's like, and be sure to model that for success in your own business. Until the next 4-minute fast track video, I just want to thank you for your time here today on this extended edition video, and just remember, no guts, no glory. Thanks a lot.